I'm Barbie Orr. And today we're here at Checkpoint Automotive to meet with Steve Beck. Steve Beck is a hot rod mechanic, and we're going to learn a little bit more about him and what it is he does. Hi, Steve.
How are you doing today?
Steve.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm not Steve, but this over here is Steve. This is that's Steve. This is Steve right here. I'll introduce Steve. Right there. See this on his shirt?
Welcome to Checkpoint.
All right. What do you do here?
Well, we fix BMWs for a living, but cars like you just got out of are what we do for a hobby.
What is that? What did I just get out
It's
of?
a 29 Model A Ford that's been modified in the way the kids used to do it in the 1940s. And when we were at war, there were no new cars. So the kids of that generation would go to the junkyard and buy an old wrecked car and put in the fastest engines they could find and the biggest brakes they could find. And that's kind of how hot rodding got started in California.
So what kind of engine? We're here in the garage with just a ton of really fascinating cars. And I understand a lot of your cars have been used in movies and whatnot.
They've been in some movies and shows. The Model T over here, the 1920 Model T Ford was in Mobsters and the Babe Ruth Story, and the Model A over here appeared in Roger Rabbit briefly.
Can I sit in the car and just go?
Pose.
Who's that little cartoon girl? She was like, they always make them with
You
really
could
big,
be
like,
Betty Boop,
yeah.
yeah.
What's the whole thing going on? Are we making them from scratch or?
Building them from parts. These two cars here and this Model A here have all been whole, intact cars for their entire time on this planet.
Wow. You have an actual
so.
frame here of something you're starting, right?
Sure.
Okay, let's see that.
For a hot rodder, the stuff dreams are made out of. This is a 32 Ford frame.
This is where it all starts. That's it from there. What did I hear about Gone in 60 Seconds? What was the deal with that?
Well, Angelina was sent here by her lawyer.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. And how to hold tools in her hands and all of that. And,
Held anything else in her hands?
just as far as I know, just tools.
Okay. No distraction, I'm sure. Just business went on as usual when Angelina's walking around.
Work with stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
what's that there?
Yeah. Work with stuff. Yeah.
So basically, she was watching nothing but you guys drool over her in the
Pretty
afternoon.
much,
She
yeah.
learned nothing, yeah. Heard that there was a little thing with you and Angelina in a hot tub?
Well, we got invited to her 23rd birthday party, and when all the people left, there were about 10 of us in a hot tub, and it was kind of fun, but nothing happened. It was just a good story to tell.
Do you think the list is short of the people that haven't been in a hot tub with Angelina Jolie, or?
She's real popular. We have one of the earliest surviving unrestored Cobras ever. It was bought new by Herbie Hancock in 1963. It was built in 63. It's number 6.
How many did they make? You know?
They made 17 cars like this.
That's it.
They made another 300 Cobras in the preceding years. The reason why we have it stuck here in the back is that anybody that wants to look at a Cobra, the first thing they do is they hit it to see if it's aluminum. And it is aluminum and it dents very easily. So
How hard is it to get these kind of tires for these kind of vehicles?
you can call it Lucas Tire, and the UPS man comes with their tires. And these tires are correct. Tires in this time were made of gum rubber, and when they hit the sun, they turned white like that as they oxidized. When they were driving around in gum rubber tires, cars developed a static electricity. And when you went to a gas station and the man put the filler in the tank, a lot of times they'd spark and the cars would burn.
No.
So Harvey Firestone started mixing carbon into the rubber, and it turned it black, grounding the car out and taking care of that static charge. How when you were a kid, you'd shuffle on the carpet and go touch the dog's nose and it would spark? Well, a car would do the same thing.
I never got set on fire though. Mom never had to put me or the dog out. Where is the fill on something like this?
This one, it's under the seat.
This is the gas gauge.
Gas gauge, that's all there is to it. You can see we have about 4 gallons left.
That's the gas gauge.
Right
Oh, that's a flask.
4 gasoline gauges.
What you do? You fix the engines?
We maintain BMWs here is what we do for a living.
Really? This is not a BMW though.
No, but we still work on it.
Really? Even though it's not, you can work on anything. Is there anything you don't know about engines?
Yes, lots I don't know.
Really? You don't really want to talk to me right now, do you?
Not at all.
Okay, well that's
Told
okay.
Manny when he phoned up, they'll shove the camera right up his...
how this thing works. You put your foot to the floor on that pedal and you go forward. Neutral in the middle and high gear. Hold it in the middle and hit this one and you start going backwards.
Isn't that horrible? Yeah, it'll stall otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's backwards from any car you've ever driven.
You should see the pedal stuff that you have to do just to drive this car, and this was the easy one that the chicks used to drive because they could handle that.
Well, the guys drove them too, but they were cheap.
No, but I might put you in a bad mood now, but I just have to ask. I hear that you're called Little Wooden Boy. Do you want to go there for me? Or?
Well, probably has to do with these. My hands look like they're made out of wood. I'm going to kill Manny.
Okay.
Rub your hands together and start a fire.
Yeah, Steve, thank you so much.
Yeah, you know, that dog doesn't like guys that much.
I was getting that sense from everybody at that garage. I said to Steve about 8 times, "It was nice to meet you." Like, yeah, your girls are really fun.
There'd be like 3 people driving around a car. It's much better than the Cannonball.
We would not make it to Arizona before I killed you.
What about me?
What?
Did you kill me by
Nah, I'd
Arizona?
keep you. You're pretty quiet.
Oh, it's all about the it's the decibel thing with you.
Well, I mean, no, it's just
So how'd you
women.
pick your last girlfriend?
Seen and not
she
heard.
wasn't speaking so much.
I find it better actually if they're asleep.
Manny, when aren't they asleep?
When I'm gone.
When they're with their boyfriends?
Right.
I hear they're wide awake or perky when they're with their boyfriends.
Hi, I'm Jane, and we're in Santa Monica, California. Getting ready to interview Keith Koucher. Keith is a wheel designer here in Los Angeles. Keith gets nervous when he gets interviewed by a woman, so I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting, and I'm going to go in a bikini top, and we'll see what happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in my bikini top. Unzip the jacket. He doesn't know this is going on. Hi, are you Keith?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jane.
Nice to meet
You
you.
design wheels, huh?
Yes, I do.
Oh, how many designs for a wheel can you make?
You know, it's endless. It's up to how should you say, it's up to mankind's a bit. You want to start?
How many wheel designs can you make, Keith? I mean, they're round, right?
Possibilities are infinite.
Could you show us some of your designs?
Sure. There's actually one laying right here on the floor. This one here is called the Roca. It was done for Ultra Wheel. That wheel has been a little moneymaker for me. It does really very well. It's a low-cost wheel.
You get paid per wheel, per
Yes,
mileage?
I get paid. Yeah, I wish I got paid by mileage. No, I get paid royalties per wheel. So much per wheel.
You design hot rods as well?
Yes, I do. Actually, there's some on the walls. See, this one actually was built last year for Kit Car magazine. A car with a kind of a traditional feel, and he had this emblem, Ford-O-Matic, which is an old name that they used to use for the Ford's automatics back in the 50s. So he said, kind of use that as kind of the theme. That's 56 Ford chrome trim on the side there, done in a two-tone. They bought off the design and they built the car.
I'm going to show you this.
Okay.
This is the Retrofire. He designed this for Ford. It's my favorite. It's pink. So this design here was designed specifically for the Titus show?
Yes, it is, or was actually. I designed this for Christopher Titus, who I met at a car cruise. Did this one here and gave it to him. I've yet to see it on the show yet, but the new season starting.
There you go. There's always a chance.
There's a new season coming. I do models for two things. One, to show my styling ability, and second, to test out my 2D drawings in 3D. So a lot of these cars get drawn up and then they get built. This one here is a 48 Ford I did. It's been very heavily chopped, as you can see in the roof, and I put a contour here It's got ghost flames on it. So the reason I build these as well is I like it's for notoriety. I get my name in the book like I did
Oh,
here.
wow. And it's open right to the page?
Yeah.
Good.
I won last year, 15th place, this car here. It is called the Exotica, and this is for a thing they call the Custom Car Clinic, and it's ran in Car Modeler magazine. And this is my second entry. This is my T-Bird. The hood line in the front has been cut down and has light covers over the stock headlights. Single overhead cam, 427 Ford for power. Custom design wheels by me. I made and designed those wheels.
Back to the wheels. How did you decide that you wanted to be a wheel designer? How does one get to, I'd like to be a wheel designer?
Since I was 16 years old, actually since I was 13 years old, I've been drawing and designing cars, my own concepts. And one of the things that I used to do was always put my own wheel designs on each of them. You know, it's going to be really tough to get in and be a car stylist for Ford, GM, or whatever, because I haven't gone to the art center, which is the school to go to. And I started looking at my wheel designs and said, I'm pretty good with wheels. Maybe that's the way. So I started with Superior Industries, which is an original equipment manufacturer, and the Bullet Mustang. In fact, they've actually deemed me the godfather of the Bullet Mustang because the wheel inspired the car design, which is kind of
Godfather.
And do you have a catalog to pull out, Andy?
Yes, I do.
So,
And here's the Roca too, so we can show the original picture of the Roca and then show
so now
the
it would be a real coincidence if you just happen to have it on your desk when she's asking about it. So like stick it into the keyboards and go, yeah, I just happen to have some.
What is your biggest wheel line today?
Edelbrock wheels. Actually, I just happen to have a copy of it here.
What a coincidence. You didn't say.
Here's an original drawing of what some of the proposals were. This wheel wasn't in fact selected, but here's a catalog of wheels for your viewing pleasure.
And you designed this line yourself?
Yes, I did.
Well, that sucked. Of course, we go in there, he's got sunglasses on, so we couldn't see his response at all. Meanwhile, I'm suffocatingly hot. You had to be wondering why I had a leather jacket on in Southern California, don't you think? Did you confirm this appointment?
Hi, I'm Carter Price, and we're here at the Willow Springs Raceway for LA Shelby Open Track. Should be a lot of fun, so let's go talk to some people.
Hi there, I'm Barbie Orr, and we're here at the streets of Willow for this event that only happens twice a year, and we're lucky enough to be here. It is the LA Shelby Club meeting. So we're going to run around here, check out the cars, check out the people. We're going to have some fun. Come on.
Backbeat, the word on the street, but the fire in your heart is out.
Hi there.
Hi,
You Greg Taylor?
I am.
This is Greg Taylor. Is your car?
Yes, it is.
It is. All right. And this is a...
350 Shelby, GT 350.
And is this your first race car then? Or?
First race car, exactly.
Yeah, open that door again for me. That inside was, I've seen some of the cars while I've been here at the track. You've gone all out on this.
Yeah, that's...
The whole seat, the whole 9 yards.
Take my baby on a little joyride.
Actually saw like a Honda Civic wagon out there.
Right,
People
well,
just on a weekend or like...
Well, this is what's called a club event. So anybody, you run what you brung, essentially. So you
Oh, that's
you
cute.
can take your street car out and have fun with it.
Call you gung ho here. What is
Yeah.
that all about?
Well, I'm just always very anxious about racing and loving, just being a part of this. Being 40-something, we like to be out here doing our thing.
Was this a midlife crisis car? Or?
I think so, yeah. We figured it was better than a mistress, so this is my mistress.
Out. Now, what do you do for a living?
I have a drapery business.
Drapery. You change tires every race? That's
Every
how that
race.
works? Okay, what's a set of these babies run?
They run $900 for a set.
$900 every time you go racing?
Right.
It's Mistress is sounding maybe a little cheaper. I don't know. It's like a ring every now and then, a
that's
dinner,
that's hard
glass
to
of
say.
wine. Okay, I'm really sorry, Mrs. Taylor. This wasn't part of the deal. It was either the car or the mistress, but you know what? It's a really cool car. So, can somebody help me turn this thing on?
Yeah, I'm shaking like a leaf, and it ain't no wonder.
gonna go talk to some more people here that are out here just hanging out at the racetrack, trying to figure out what they're doing out here on a hot summer day. Let's go. Okay, I gotta figure, do you guys have cars out here on the racetrack today, or? Yeah. Sure. It's this one right here. Well, you got racing seats, but it's a Honda.
A lot of good cars are Japanese.
How are you? What are you doing there? We putting a pipe back on?
Yeah.
It just came flying off.
Just a little bit of dentistry, that's all.
That's not real safe. I think it can just fly right off, is it?
Not normally, no.
Excuse me.
Yes,
I think I have something loose. Can you help me with that?
And you'll ease it off with the gas. So that's the hard part. Okay.
So that's reverse, right?
Yeah, you forget that.
Okay. Oh, that's not reverse?
Yeah, it is, but you don't care about that. So if you flip over, don't worry, I'll be there to get you.
Oh! Am I ready?
Are you ready? There you go. That was good. Now this time we'll take off the emergency brake.
So far, I need you here with me.
No, you don't need to do that. Keep the clutch out.
I need you to be.
This side, and just brake it a little bit. Brake.
Let's see.
Push it up. Push it up.
You see how good I did? I think I'm gonna be a race driver. You know?
Do you have a fire extinguisher in the car?
Yes.
Have you ever gotten to use that fire extinguisher?
Yes.
Really?
First time I ever had the car on the track.
Really? What happened?
Well, I broke an oil line and I spun out in my oil. And then I ran off the track, not realizing there was sagebrush underneath, which hit the exhaust and started burning.
So we can edit this properly. When the camera goes back to you, I just want you to say, the whole car was engulfed in flames. I thought my life was over, and I got the extinguisher out, sprayed him down, my girlfriend was in the... Can you do all that and just go nuts?
I don't think I can.
Oh, okay.
It's too hot.
That's all right. But at least we have...
I'm getting exhausted.
I'll tell you the other story, the second story. No.
The second story of what?
When you had to use the fire extinguisher.
Oh, you had to use it another time?
Yeah, you had a hot girl. Tell them the hot girl.
No.
Yeah, tell me. A hot
Tell 'em
girl?
the hot girl.
I'm an old geezer. I don't get too many hot young girls.
Hey! Good to see you again. You designed that wheel right there in the Mustang?
That's it. That's what I told you. It was the one they used to design the bullets from.
Fabulous. And what about this race car over there?
Yes,
the
I
hot
did the
rod?
one right there. That's the Brock 454 on my friend's Cobra.
So you designed all these wheels out here. Every car, you realize every car out here he designed the wheels for?
No, that's not true.
He's just being modest.
that's not
Every
true.
single car out here. I'm looking right
that
there, it's a
one.
BMW. He designed it. He's on the staff at BMW. It's amazing.
He really doesn't know what he's talking about.
This is a Porsche.
Yeah.
Well, is that all? It's just a Porsche. It's not got like a 27,000 cubic inch zirconium engine or anything.
No, as a matter of fact, Porsche, when they made this car, it was a joint deal with Volkswagen. It's actually the same engine with a little modification that they put in the Volkswagen van.
So basically, you're driving a Volkswagen van around the track. It says
Essentially,
Porsche on it.
yeah.
Fine, I'm Carter. Nice to meet you. We didn't know you were into this sort of thing. You're a race car enthusiast, right?
Well, I raced for like 9 years in world sports cars, and then I quit about 2 years ago.
Wow, what kind of car do you have now? This is it.
That's it, right there.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. What exactly is it? I mean, I don't know a lot about race cars.
It's blue.
It's blue, guys.
Okay.
It's tiny. Shelby Club, and we just had it made up and from the ground up, had it done, and everything's new in it, racing suspension and all that.
I need your understanding, I need your love so much.
Well, we used to test over here when I drove world sports cars. We hold the lap record over here in world sports cars in the big track, so the track is pretty familiar.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Nelson, for your
you.
time. Have a good time today.
Thanks.
I played Elliot. I was a nerdy guy who talked like this the entire time.
What show is this?
VIP, Pamela Anderson show.
Oh, really?
No. One episode. I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said. You guys brought up Pamela
That's pretty
Anderson.
cool. He's on a sexy show, VIP, and he gets to be the nerdy guy. That was a good thing for the ego. You're like, yes, Pamela. Oh, she's not even going to care. I'm getting you like this. Hi. Pamela, you're so like.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line, Engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Fuel burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild.
Good looking women right there. Well developed in their craft.
Yeah, they're.
No, I didn't because we're busy playing with a gun in my pants. This doesn't happen every day.
That's fine.
But I'm a professional. I don't even think about those things. I just do my job and go home.
And long ago somebody left with the cup, but he's driving and striving and hugging the turns.
No gas. No gas.
You guys want to push and get me jump started?
Okay. She's all alone.